I've got a question, which is, are standard tools a good idea, or are things like XSLT and XS and FO more trouble than they're worth? Now, the answer depends on who you are, but I'd like to hear some opinions. If it's a good question, I'd like to hear some opinions on, do you like XSLT or those sort of things?
I love XSLT. I use it for as many things as I can. If you learned XSLT when it was only XSLT1, you'll have a very bad impression of it. But XSLT 2 and 3 especially have become extremely powerful languages. And the function library for handling strings, text in particular, is excellent. So it's a real natural fit for a TI project. There's a learning curve, and it's a functional language, so if you're used to procedural languages, your head will hurt for a bit. But once you get used to it, it's really powerful. That's a personal opinion. FO is I think it was a great idea, and it's almost at a point where it would be really powerful, but it lacks some of the subtlety that you can achieve with tech, as far as I can see. So FO is good for small, simple projects, I think, with something like FOP as the process.
Thank you for that, Martin. You're unmuted, Axel. Do you want to speak? Yeah, off you go.
Yeah, I have to suggest context again. Context is, in principle, able to process XML to PDF. You have the full power of tech in the form of context. It's a little bit different than LaTeX, but if you know LaTeX, you can learn context really easily. And you get a high-end, good quality product with a little work. I've never looked into XSTL and FO. All these are strange concepts because I've never found a solution that I could simply adapt and it works. With context, I have a document that describes how to read XML, and I can modify it to get the layout that I want. In the same way, we have different document classes in LaTeX. You can have different processors in context to create a layout depending on your needs. So every university, every department, every publisher can create their own layout from one XML source. And I don't have the document describing the process right here, and I'm looking for it on the internet right now, but I couldn't find it. But when I can learn it, and I'm not a computer technician, I'm an engineer, I guess everyone can learn it.